Right, and for my last piece this evening, this is actually going to be a piece that I'm retiring this evening. I perform this piece a lot, it gets requested, and I thought that this is the perfect group to send its last farewell to.
Well, maybe not.
So I really appreciate you all being here to share this with me. This poem has been rewritten about 1,000 million trillion times, and hopefully this is it, you know? We can only hope, but we'll see. These days, my reality is clouded. Fogged by the false qualities that make up someone else's seemingly perfect personality, I'm drowning. In this ocean of empty hopes formed by my attempts to live up to someone else's goals, I'm shouting! But the voices of the broken have very little to say in the land of the wholes. Layers upon layers of force-fed false insecurities mask my self-perceived identity when we are taught to believe that we are not good enough. Not big enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, not fast enough, not skinny enough, not pretty enough, like the image we are made in isn't his enough. And just when you think you've had enough, we are reminded that in this world, the rewarded are tough, so we spend these days making other people feel unsafe within their own thoughts and uncomfortable within their own skin, so more often than not, we have to think, believe, and pretend when these days, the sun ain't always shining. So when it's not, I force a smile, holding back tears like rain, although they escape once in a while, and so I slip while I'm standing, balancing on a tightrope wire stable as dental floss, built on the wavering support of those around me. Your projections of perfection, they bound me, left me drowning in a crowded room alone, they found me. See, I'm struggling to fly, but your expectations, they ground me, and I'm tired.
Yes.
Tired of pretending to be the ending of everyone else's perfect thought after thought after thought after these days, the sun ain't always shining, no, although sometimes I try to believe that somewhere else it might be, but you whip-snap me back to this prison-like reality and make me believe that it's not, make me believe that I'm not, make me believe if I work a little harder and sleep a little less, if I save a little more and make do with a little less, if I eat a little less and fit into that perfect dress, if I take out all my competition and sell out to be the best, that someday, just eventually, I'll have that perfect house on a hill place to rest. But I just want a place to be. A place that's a little less you and a little more me.
Yeah.
A place where finally, from your projections of perfection, I am free. I am tired. Tired of fighting this war that puts my individuality at risk. But I've realized that I've begun searching for a place that ultimately doesn't exist. Forced to live up to this foggy image of perfection in so many ways, it's no wonder we're all looking more and more cookie cutter these days. These days,